Welcome to SSK Yarners. My name is Karen. It is November 7th, 2018. Today's Wednesday. It is about 1:45 in the afternoon. And it's a gorgeous day here in North Carolina. I think it's about 65 degrees, supposed to be a high of 72, and very sunny. So we had a couple days of rain, and today's just absolutely gorgeous. So new viewers, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you've been watching me, you know I lost my mojo and now I got it back. So I've been knitting and crocheting like crazy. Now I've had a lot more time to knit and crochet because I had a little bit of a whoopsie last week. So I've been in this house for about a year. We moved from Georgia to North Carolina. A lot of you know that already. But if not, I'm in a new house. But you would think after a year I'd be used to everything. So what happened was I fell down the flight of steps. So, and the only reason I did was because I was washing the carpet treads that I have on the stairs to prevent people from falling down the steps. When we first moved in, we do have wooden floors, and the stairs are also wood, and our dog kept slipping. He's an older dog, so he kept, falling down the steps. So I immediately bought treads right away. So what I do, I usually wash every other tread to prevent him. If he does fall, if the dog does fall, then the second step will catch him. I don't know what I was thinking. I took all the treads off, threw them into the washing machine, had to run some things upstairs, and on my way down, about the second stair, boom, I bounced my way all the way down. So thank goodness I did not break anything. Very, very scary situation. Ran over to the emergency room. All the x-rays, nothing's broken, just a lot of bruising. So some bruised ribs, some badly bruised toes, and a really bad bruised left hip with a little bit of a lower back issue. But, it's been over a week. I'm healing amazing. Tylenol is working just great now. So I have a lot to share. Lots of time to knit and crochet and all of my crafty things, although I just could sit on the couch and do it. Luckily, so fortunate that my husband stayed home from work. He worked from home actually all last week, so huge help to me. He really is the best husband. So picking up things off the floor has been quite a challenge, and all of a sudden and I didn't realize how much we drop stuff throughout the day. I'll pick something up, boom, drop it on the floor. And I would just go, ugh, and he'd be like, what's the matter? And I was like, oh, nothing. I dropped something, and he'd come running over and pick it up for me. So so a challenging week, but very fortunate, very, very fortunate, very, very lucky that nothing was, worse than it actually is. So I'm sure I'll be up and running 100% by next week. So a little bit of a different setup today, just because certain chairs and things really hurt my back. I'm sitting on a stool right now, which is actually not too bad. So we'll see how it goes. So hopefully I can share everything that I have. Lots and lots of holiday knitting. So if you have some things you're interested in knitting or crocheting for people, I have some things to share. Really great, easy, inexpensive things as well. So so get your pads and pencils out. And I wrote everything on little cards, so I don't have to spend too much time typing on the computer, because that seems to have been hurting my back. I haven't even been able to dye anything for the shop, for the Etsy shop. Luckily, I did a big update last week, so I got that done. Yeah, so how about we get to it? I do have a lot of things to share. So new viewers, thanks for joining me. Again, get your pencils and paper out, or get your notes app out so you can write some of this stuff down. I'll try to do some descriptions later in the pull down menu, but I don't think I'll be able to. So I did write everything on cards, so you could just pause it and then write it down. So the first thing I want to share is an actual pattern called the GB Holder garbage bag holder for plastic garbage bags, and it's by Happy C&K Designs. It's a free pattern on Ravelry. Now, if you've watched previous episodes from a while back, this was a test knit that I did for C&K, Happy C&K Designs. She contacted me, asked me if I wanted to do a test knit for her. I said, sure, absolutely, I crochet. So here it is. Very, very easy pattern. Really, really great. I've made 4 or 5 of these. I think this is my 4th or 5th one. I kind of lost count by now. But really, really a great thing. My niece saw her mother's. I made one for my sister. She loves it, and she contacted me. Aunt Karyn, could you please make one for me? I said, sure, the holidays are coming up. It'll be a great gift for you. So she told me what kind of colors, earthy colors. So I picked out this really great brown, and then this other yarn has the brown in it. This is just the, oh dear, this is the yarn. Lily Sugar and Cream, just Lily Sugar and Cream, you know, very inexpensive. So changes I made to the pattern. It calls for rubber bands, like hair bands, the kind that's wrapped in the black. You can get them at Walmart or at the CVS for a few dollars. I used 2 different sizes, as you can tell. This is the bottom and this is the top. Now, I found when I used the large one for the bottom, if you pull out a plastic bag, several can fall out. So I picked up some smaller ones. So a smaller one on the bottom to hold them in there, so you could really just pull one out at a time. And a larger one at the top, so when you stuff the new ones in, they go in pretty easily. The second thing I changed, I added an I-cord. I knit as well as crochet, so I was able to easily do the I-cord. But if you don't knit, all you have to do is just do a chain. Probably, I think I did this about 3 to 4 inches, the I-cord. So I assume the same thing for just a single crochet chain, and then just attach it to the back. Really great, inexpensive gift. Again, GB holder by Happy C&K Designs. Free pattern on Ravelry. I also actually finished quite a few hats. I donated a bunch of stuff last week, so it all went out. And while I was putting everything together, did a lot of scarves. I didn't realize I had made so many scarves. And I usually do hats. And I thought, you know what, not everybody is a hat wearer. Especially if people are out looking for jobs or having to go to a job. You know, sometimes you don't want to mess up your hair. And if it's not raining or snowing, you don't have to keep your hair dry. So I decided to do a lot of scarves, simple scarves. But I got back to some hats because I realized that I really didn't have that many hats. So how adorable is this one? I used my own yarn. It's a kit that I sell, and I'll show that to you in a minute. But how cute is that? It's so different too. I thought it was going to stripe. I really thought it was going to stripe, but it didn't. It did these amazing little splashes of color. And of course the kit does come with the pom-pom, so that's a really cute hat. Now this is my own, it's not my own pattern. Because I've made so many hats in the past, I really just have a standard hat pattern that I use. And I have it written down. I'll share it in just a couple minutes. Oh, here's the kit. It's DK weight yarn. And I do sell this on the Etsy shop, SSKYarners.etsy.com. And it does come with the pom-pom. So that's the kit. So this, and I couldn't believe how it turned out. Turned into that. I just love it. Really, really came out great. Oh my gosh, this next thing I have to show. Okay, so this is a gift for myself. So, you know, I've made socks for my husband. I've just never made them for anybody else. Unless they don't fit my feet, then I'll gift them out. Yeah, so these are my socks, and I have 2 of them. Oh my gosh, how amazing are these? Really, really great. No holes, look at that. Yep, a healing gusset. Oh, I just love these socks. Unfortunately, I was going to have some of these sock blanks available in the shop because I hurt myself. I just sold out the other day. So this is the sock blank, and I actually have quite a bit of yarn left over. This is a double sock blank, so there's 2 strands, so it's actually double this length. I should have waited. I didn't weigh it to see how much yarn I had left. But, oh my God, I just love these. Coffee Talk Socks by Knit Sleep Repeat Designs. I actually went to Ravelry and looked that up, and it didn't pop up. So Coffee Talk Socks will pop up, but it's actually by Tracy Millar. It's TraciemiLlar. She's half of the Grocery Girls. So really great design. My husband rarely even comments on socks that I make, but he said, wow, that little area that runs along the side of your foot is really beautiful. I added a little mini denim. That's also at my shop. I just grabbed something, and they just paired really, really perfectly together. So I just love them. So again, maybe not a design you'll do for somebody else, but Coffee Talk Socks by Tracy Millar, and it's on Ravelry. It is a paid-for pattern. Another hat. I guess I should have went with the hat. I had a lot of time the last week and a half. I couldn't do anything but sit on the couch, and that's basically what I did. So here's another hat that I finished. This is another kit that I sell, DK weight yarn, and I grabbed one of those. I shouldn't grab so much of my stuff because it takes that on my Etsy shop, but I really just wanted to make a bunch of hats. But how great is this pattern? It kind of just swirls all the way up. I absolutely love that. It's a JoJo's hat, or maybe it's Ho-Ho's hat. I think it's JoJo. I'm not sure. But it's by Jody Brown. It's a paid-for pattern on Ravelry. But I just love this. This is a kit that I sell. I don't think this one comes with the pom-pom. It comes with a sock weight yarn and a mini. And this is the hat that I decided to make. I just thought that the colors went really, really well with this pattern. Really showed up. Really great. I love that one. Oh my gosh, I have another hat. I made a lot of hats. This is, and I'll share my my little pattern that I use. Not quite done with this, so but look how cute this hat is. Again, 2x2 rib. I did use one of my kits again, DK weight yarn. The kit actually comes with the little leather tags. Again, I just did a 2x2. I noticed I needed some more men's hat. It also does come with a pom-pom. I did have a pom-pom on it the other day, and when I realized I didn't have a lot of men's hats to donate, I went ahead and took the pom-pom off. But look how cute this is. And I have some family coming in this weekend. I have a feeling this hat is not going to get donated. It's just adorable. I just love this hat, right? How cute is that? And then, of course, if you put the pom-pom on it, oh my God, is that not the best? So, so cute. Yeah, so I'll go over the pattern that I use. I'll tell you how I do it. Here's the kit that I sell in the shop. It comes with a little tag, the yarn, and of course the pom-pom. So let me talk about the actual pattern that I do. So what I do, and I do this a lot because I donate a lot of hats, and it's important that the hat fit multiples of people's heads, right? So when I make a hat, I always use a 2x2 rib. Very, very easy. You can use any rib. 3x1, 2x2, 1x1, whatever you want. But I just found that 2x2 rib looks the best, and it really does fit any size of people's heads. An actual teenager could wear this hat, and actually even a child, but not under the age of 8, I wouldn't imagine. But teenagers, great hat for, and any adult, except for maybe an extra large. So what I do is I cast on 120 stitches, and then I immediately start a 2x2 rib. It's that easy. Now I brought several hats to show you the size of needles that I use, because with DK weight yarn I use anywhere from a 3mm to a 4mm, and I made these. I'm working on this hat. So this hat, 3.5mm. This hat, a 4mm. And this hat was a 3mm. So very, very similar, but This third hat is going to be really great for kids all the way up to a medium adult. So they all basically look the same. They're just sized a little bit different. And I'll show the one that I'm working on in just a second. So again, you're going to cast on 120 stitches, a 2x2 rib. You can use anywhere from a 3mm all the way to a 4mm needle. It really doesn't matter. It depends on what look and what size you're really going for. So, but again, even with the 3mm, the smallest one, it stretches and still looks like a really great hat. So you really can't go wrong with this pattern. So what I do, again, 120 stitches, 2x2 rib. I knit anywhere. I usually go 5, usually 6 inches, and then I start my decreases. Now that'll give you a beanie style hat. If you're looking for a slouchy hat or a fold over hat, you want to go to 9 inches. So do the 2x2 rib for 9 inches. And that's what I do. So once you get to where you want to start decreasing, again, it's about 5-6 inches if you want a beanie, 9 inches if you want a slouchy or a fold over. That's when you're going to start your decreases. Decreases, you're going to go knit 10 stitches, knit 2 together, and repeat that all the way to the end. So knit 10, knit 2 together, repeat to the end. And then the next round is going to be just knit all the way across. And then you're just going to continue decrease. So you're going to decrease from 10, knit 10, knit 2 together, to knit 9, knit 2 together, and then, you know, make sure you knit around in between each decrease. It's a standard decrease for any hat. I usually take that all the way down until I have to knit 2 together, and then of course you just take your yarn and seam it through whatever stitches are left, and then you're finished. If you're going to add a pom-pom, I leave a long tail. I do a little bit of sewing at the hole at the top, and that way you can use that to attach the pom-pom. But that's my go-to standard ribbed hat for DK weight yarn. I did cast another one on. Again, I love using a 3mm. I may have done this last time. This is one of my DK weight blanks that I grabbed. I think I made a mistake on this one. It didn't turn out too well, so I kept it myself. But this one is striping, but yeah, it's a great hat. This one is a lot tighter of a knit, obviously, because I used a smaller needle, but a great go-to easy pattern that I could use for any DK weight yarn. Oh my gosh, what else am I working on? Well, I think I shared that Knit Picks book that I received in the mail, right? And I was waiting on the yarn. Well, the yarn never came that day. I kept looking and I kept looking, and it never did arrive. So I had gone to the SAF, remember, the Southeastern Animal Fiber Fair. So I had to leave, didn't receive the yarn, which didn't matter because I couldn't use it, you know, because I was going away. And I had such an amazing time at the Southeastern Animal Fiber Fair. Highly, highly, highly recommend it. If you're local, you gotta go. If you're not local, I would take the trip from Georgia in a heartbeat. I absolutely would. Well worth it. Well worth your time. I took a few classes. All the classes were amazing. I took one for mistakes. It was great. I learned so much. Even after knitting for, I think it's been 15 years, 10 years, 10 to 15 years, I've been knitting, and I still learned so much. So really, really recommend it. It had so much fun there. And I made a few purchases. I'm not going to share them today. I'll share them another time, just because I couldn't really get up in my room today to get everything together. And I shared some stuff on Instagram and bought some mugs and things like that. Not a whole lot of yarn, but yeah, so great. And I took a steeking class. Oh my God, it's amazing. I cannot wait. I'm going to share something that I have in progress right now to, I wanted to practice. So when I do go to make my first sweater to steek, I'll have practiced some color work. So let me share that right now. So I made a stocking. Well, I'm making a stocking. I have to put in the heel still. But how adorable is this? Now, this is from Knit Picks. I am using their Wool of the Andes worsted weight yarn. I finally did get that box of yarn, and absolutely love the yarn. It's very inexpensive. Highly, highly recommend this as well. So Wool of the Andes Knit Picks. And I'm actually knitting their Fair Isle stocking. You can buy this. You can certainly buy this on Knit Picks. I think you get 2 stockings. One's a Fair Isle, one is a geometric, I believe, for $4.99. Or you can buy the ebook. And the ebook is called Twice as Nice. And that's what I bought. I bought the ebook. I think you could buy it in a hard copy as well. But I did buy the ebook, Twice as Nice. But how amazing is this? So I wanted to practice some color work before I tackled any bit of a larger project. And I think I'm doing pretty darn good. So after I finish this, I think I'm definitely going to be ready for a sweater, for a colorwork sweater that I can steek, because I learned how to steek at the staff. So yeah, so I'm almost done with this. I just have to put in the heel. It's an afterthought heel. So if you've never done an afterthought heel in knitting socks, this will give you good practice, because it's nice and big. So I already picked up the stitches. And I gotta say, this was, for me, again, stuck on the couch, not able to do anything, 2 days so far. So this is a 3-day project. I did work on a couple other things, but I did spend majority of the time on here. So probably 20 hours, I think, because I couldn't do anything else, but I just love it. And what a great gift. This is a gift for somebody. I have another one to make. I'm going to make the other one, the geometric one, and it's going to be a pair. Yeah, I'm going to send them out, and I know they're going to love them. So something else that I found on Knit Picks in that ebook, in the Twice as Nice ebook that I bought. I can't remember how many patterns are in it, but a bunch of patterns. And I said I wanted to make those gift bags. Well, I'm not 100% done with it yet. But would you look at this? Oh my God, how adorable is this? So I haven't finished. I have to block it first. So I made the liner in out of just a little light poster board. And what you do is you cover the poster board little bag in plastic, and then you steam it. You steam iron it, and I'll do that. And I haven't made the handles yet. So once I do that, this will fit this little thing perfectly. But oh my God, how cute is this going to be? To give, I'm making little gifts. Like, look how cute this would be inside of it. How adorable. And they can use it year after year. They could pass it along to someone else, or just put it under their tree. So I have enough yarn. I bought enough yarn to make about 4 of these. And there's a Fair Isle one as well that I'm going to pair together. The Fair Isle one is mostly blue with white. But how gorgeous. Just amazing. Oh my God, look at his little scarf and his little hat. I just love it. So highly recommend that. Now that is the Blizzard Bag. What is it? Blizzard Bag Holiday Gift Totes. And again, it's on Knit Picks. Now you can buy it. It's 2 bags. It's the snowman bag. That's this one. This is obviously the snowman bag. And then there's I believe, a Fair Isle bag as well. But what I did, because I wanted to do the stockings as well, is I just bought the ebook. Because I think for 2 patterns, it's $5. So I would have spent $10, and I think it was $14.99 for the ebook. Don't quote me on that, though. You'll have to check. So go on Knit Picks. Twice as Nice, and the bags are called Blizzard Bag Holiday Gift Tote. And again, it's 2. It's two patterns, 2 patterns in the kit, or you could buy the ebook and you get a bunch of patterns. So that's another work in progress. And then I am doing a test knit actually for Tracy Miller. She has a new sock pattern coming out. And now I'm hooked on textured socks. I think I've made 2 textured socks ever. And now I'm hooked on them. So the other pair I did 2 at a time, but these I'm doing 1 at a time. But well, I'm doing one at a time because it's on an 8-inch needle, which is what I normally do. And but because this yarn was a double, I am making 2 at a time. So they're really cute. She hasn't named it yet, so we don't have a name. And she wants to put it out by the end of November. So I'll keep working on these and I'll share them on the next episode. But look at that cute, adorable faux cable right there. And what a great rib, I must say. This is a really great rib. It's something completely different that I've ever done. Yeah, so I just started those yesterday because, again, not spending a whole lot of time on my feet or sitting on a stool. So my back's just starting to bother me. But and how great is this yarn? And it's mine. This is my favorite yarn that I've ever dyed. It's called Black Walnut. I just love it. So that's it. So I've had a lot of stuff getting done. All small stuff, nothing big. But geez, I hope you get inspired for some holiday knitting. There's plenty of time left to get a lot of these little things done. Highly recommend the Knit Picks patterns as well as that yarn, Wool of the Andes, worsted weight, really great. And they knit up so fast, and I bet they would crochet up just as fast. So lots of hats and everything. So I do have a lot of other things planned over the next week. I have some company coming in this weekend. I'm so excited about that. Really looking forward to it. Probably won't be able to go out and do a lot with them, but that's okay. I can sit back at home and knit and crochet and continue to get that mojo going. So if you're a returning viewer, you know what? You're my knitting group, my crochet group. Love you guys and love spending time with you, especially now that I don't have a place to go to. Hopefully I can do some live videos in the future and really get that community feel. I miss it. I miss getting together with people and knitting and talking and all that stuff. So you're my knitting and crochet peeps. So I do appreciate you watching. If you're a new viewer, hope you got inspired. I hope you are able to do some of these projects, and I'll have some more to share next time. Yeah, so you have any questions, any comments, just down below the description. Go ahead and write any of your questions there or comments. If you like the episode, always appreciate a thumbs up. And if you're not a subscriber, go ahead and subscribe and you'll get notified of any new episodes that come up. I'm hoping to be on a regular routine now every other week. Of course, with the holidays, you know, things might change a little bit, but hopefully, I'm sure I'll get some videos up. I'm not sure when Thanksgiving is, if it's in 2 weeks or what, but either right before or right after. So, all right, everybody, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks. So, happy knitting, happy crocheting, happy crafting in general. If you lost your mojo, I hope you get it back, and I hope you were inspired by this. So, well, until next time, this is Karyn with SSK Yarners, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.